So I was going to talk about augmented reality, so let me not get too distracted. An app that I've seen used on and off is something called Showcase String. So we have the camera using you guys. I'm going to wander, sorry Mr. Cameraman, and I'm going to show you some work that some design students did, which is just a shoe. They're actually working with business students and looking at an e-commerce site. Wouldn't e-commerce be a lot more interesting if you could bring something to life, like a shoe, so that you could look at it online, see what it might look like? I don't actually like the red. I'd rather that was green, so we had all, oh my goodness, that doesn't work, I'll do it red. And the student could then click a button and purchase that device, that object that is a great example of augmented reality. Well, let me swap back and show you what folks are doing elsewhere. I hinted that University of Western Sydney now have actually 13,500 iPads. All staff have them as well. They took out a human geography class in Sydney to the city, to Pyrmont Bridge. And using the camera, they used an app called Erasma to overlay what the camera was picking up, buildings, to historical documents. So in this case, that building that they are looking at linked into an 1800s image of the very same building, and indeed has overlays as well of information. In anatomy in Singapore at Nanyang Technical University, they use augmented reality for anatomy. Now there's a shortage of cadavers in Singapore for all sorts of philosophical reasons, and what they do is they go to their plasticized pots, hold up the camera, and up will come information about the organ and specimen they're looking at. There are a pile of AR apps available out there. As I commented, Erasma is one that UWS are using. AR Player is what I use to have a look at that shoe. And we've even got ones that work just on one organ, AR Liver, that I showed to a bunch of medicos yesterday, which is great if you want to see what a cirrhotic liver might look like in the paper that's been published on that. So there's an AR code that's been embedded.